Now then, people. 7.5 hours now, folks. Transfer deadline day. When anything can, as Graham puts it, but might not happen. Leeds looking at a couple of possibilities. No names in the blog. No clickbaiting from Graham. Lorient looking at a late deal for Melier. Darko JB is off to Hull. Darko JB's leaving in a permanent deal, it would seem. He's in the last year of his contract. We'll probably get no money for that. We're being shit at getting rid of players as well, truth be told, this summer. Darko JB, Man City had our pants down with that deal, by the way, for Calvin. If a number 8 was built in a lab, do you remember Romeo Lavia? Him who bossed it at Southampton and then went for mad money to Chelsea. And we went, yeah, we'll take Darko. If number 8 was built in a lab, that's what it would be. Well, not Leeds United, clearly. Look, Buendia, it could be a target. Bobby said an Aston Villa page just said, Paul Joyce has said, we want Buendia. It's out there now in the ether. Buendia is available. Villa are trying to get their own shit in order. Doing late deals, trying to get Sancho in, etc. Buendia will leave Villa before the window shuts. Maybe it is to Leeds United. Chris, he's a Villa cast-off, but that's still all right for us. And I would be a little bit underwhelmed, but listen, Buendia he's better than Dan James. Buendia is better than Brendan Aronson. He does a job for Leeds United. Show some ambition. Harvey Elliott is available. We don't have the facilities for that. I agree with what Ewan says. Buendia would be underwhelming, so predictable, yeah. Still feel you'll get 1 or 2 in. I'm losing confidence in that BSC. Bilal El Khanous has gone to Germany, man. Harry Wilson, I don't know where that's come from. Tiff's probably picked it up from Wacko. He did come off the bench for Fulham. Maybe his minutes will be reduced because they're signing the guy Kevin from Shakhtar. Would I like Harry Wilson? Yeah, he's a good addition. Scores important goals for Fulham off the bench. I don't mind Harry Wilson, if I'm honest. Like I said, he did come off the bench the other day. He does have others slightly ahead of him. Emile Smith-Rowe. If Kevin comes in, he probably comes further down the pecking order. Set piece taker as well, Harry Wilson. I don't mind him. I think he'd be decent. What I'm hearing Bakwa to Forest is quieting down. Well, not according to just a second ago. If Harry Wilson and Buendia came in, what would your thoughts be? The Premier League players. And they would improve us. Underwhelming, but would they improve us? Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah, they would, yeah. Bakwa is back on, yeah. It's been reported now that deal's back on, if I'm honest. So, 3 games, still no goals from open play, exactly. No, we don't want Jota Silva. He's shite. He's going back to Portugal, I think. Leeds are interested in Emi Buendia. This is according to Paul Joyce from the Times. So we will put that in there. I mean, it makes sense if we're being totally honest. John Percy from the Telegraph has said that he could leave. And Paul Joyce is saying Leeds are one of them teams as well. So, yeah. Nothing, Hannah. Nothing, really. Nothing. We're seeing Villa are looking at getting Elliott on loan. Yeah, well, there you go. Bakwa to Forest, still alive. 35 million package deal, although Strasbourg has agreed with Fulham. Forest has always been Bakwa's first choice since the beginning. Talks underway. Probably never was on for us then. Would you imagine Buendia would be alone initially? Probably. On this as well, JB going to the YEP understands that he's going on a permanent deal. It's quite funny. My friend from Anthony from to Hullenbach messaged me last night actually at 9:58. No, yesterday, 9:58 AM. What's Darko JB like? So he clearly was ahead of the game there. You say we have money to do Elliott deals, but where's yeah, maybe, but I don't. To be honest, if you want my honest opinion, I think Harvey Elliott wouldn't come to Leeds United. I don't think he'd come to Leeds United. So JB's gonna go Hull. Like what a deal that was! Like, why is my media things keep changing as well? I hate the size of that. Massive, wasn't it? Bang! Take up half my screen, Matt. Why don't you? That's better. Glad JB's off up. Yeah, hope he does. Yeah, fairs. Brussels flight. PJ just arrived at LB. What's that for? I know nobody wants to come to Leeds. We have lost all credibility. FPL running with the Buendia link now. Yeah, seeing that. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? You put 2 and 2 together. You'll see it. It's not. You don't need to be ITK for that to say one to watch for a loan. I mean, it's there. It's out there in the ether. Who is Dillian Bakwa? While we await for developments inside Underwood, let's take a good look at someone we know Leeds have liked. Well, he don't want us, so he can feck off. JB loan, but now permanent, so he's going to go. This is Graham Smith's deadline day update at 10:35. Leeds are doing what Farker said they would and vowing to work until the deadline to try and improve his attacking options. There are still a couple of irons in the fire, but having come close to deals and watched them fall apart later on, it is no wonder that cards will be close to their chest. Sadly for Farker, who made it plain survival will be difficult without a strengthened forward line. There are no guarantees that he gets what he needs today, which is insane. By the way, that statement in itself is insane. Farker, who made it plain and will be making it plain, survival will be difficult without a strengthened forward line. There are no guarantees that he gets what he needs today. That in itself is mental. Bro, listen, I foreshadowed this. I predicted this. I was aware of this. Paul, I've seen your Twitter. You are in meltdown. And this is from a man who has been maintaining all along, not bothered what others do. You are the broken man. You are the broken man. I've seen you're like, we're not doing anything. Not a sausage. I'm fuming. And you have made, oh, we're good. We're sound. Boom, 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 boom. You are the broken man on deadline day. It has took you, brother. It has took you. And now I am seeing it on my timeline and looking and thinking, oh, well, I knew this would happen. I didn't know it would happen, of course, but yeah. Forget Balotelli, man. What are we doing? 100% not fully backed, which is mental. Dolberg's going to Celtic, innit? Yeah, well, go back to sleep. Give him some ketamine. Ten Hag sacked. Yeah, when that came out yesterday about him potentially being sacked, that's mental. Yeah, yeah, don't mind. Also, I don't mind Harry Wilson as well, to be honest. I know it probably won't excite most, but yeah, that's where we're at. We're not getting a backer, are we? Them's the facts. Harry Wilson has bags of Premier League experience. Just looking at his numbers, I don't know how real that is, where it's come from. If it's tiff, ignore it. But he started 12 games last season, got 6 goals and 1 assist. Started 16 the season before, but played in 35, 4 goals, 6 assists. I remember he came off the bench in a few games and scored late on to get Fulham back into games. His minutes, though, as the seasons have rolled on, have become more and more reduced. Like I say, he's had 1 start this season and made 3 appearances in all, so he's featured in every game. So is that likely? I'm not sure. You know, he still features. If they bring in Kevin and some others, maybe it reduces more. And at Leeds United, yeah, I don't know actually. The more I think about that, I don't know where it's come from, but Harry Wilson still heavily features. at Fulham. I don't mind the player. How's my camera back? And can play. He's a player that plays better off the right, of course, but can play in the 10 as well. Has done that. Can play on the left, but yeah, I don't mind Harry Wilson as a pickup. I don't. We have a bottom three forward line. The standards are high, 100%. Listen, bring me Sargent. Bring me Sargent. I've told you. I'd do a swap deal, Sargent for Pirro. Joe, you know I'm not Farkas' biggest fan at all, but even I can't come out and blame him if the club don't get what we need. 100%. I'm seeing a lot of that. No to Wilson. Why, Matt? Just out of interest, why? By the way, why? He's got what's his total goals? I'm just trying to think Premier League. If I just have a look. 6, 10, 12 Premier League goals and 10 assists. A return last season of 6 goals and 1 assist is decent, mate. He's better than what we've got. He's better than Dan James. He's better than Brendan Aronson. I don't understand why you would turn down Harry Wilson, who still plays at Fulham. If it came from him, it's bullshit anyway. My man thought we were getting a Pender, battling with fucking Juve and that to get a Pender in. Gone from Pie shout out. Harry Wilson isn't a bad player. It'll go down in the long staff excitement of transfers. I get it, but he's not a bad player. I don't know, but let's stop talking about it because I don't think it's come from anywhere credible. So we'll just look stupid. So we'll just leave that. Doesn't have the pace for the right wing and hasn't played many games. I think he is a good player, Buendia. It is a little bit underwhelming. Call me mad, but I'd actually prefer Harry Wilson to Emi Buendia. I think he's probably, if we look at Emi Buendia's career, he's probably got more goal involvements than Buendia has in the Prem. Have a look. 4, 9, 10, 7. Okay, so I think Buendia's got. I think he's played more minutes than Harry, but if we have a look, he's got 10 goals in the Prem, which is same as Harry Wilson. And he has 7, 8, 9, 5 more assists than Harry Wilson. I think he's played a hell of more minutes. Obviously, he played nearly every game for Norwich that season. He got 7 assists that season. So they're not. I know they're a different type of player, but I don't see we getting them both. Is what I would say, unless he sees, Buendia as a 10 and Harry Wilson as a winger. But both are improvements on what we've got. I can't lie. Yeah, exactly, Danky. But it's because he would fall into the long staff category. I mean, he massively improves our right side, Matt. This is why I don't understand when people criticise Premier League players. That's why as well, and I know I'll get shot for this, but that's why I don't understand the unfair criticism of Harrison. There's a reason why he's played in the Premier League since we went up and the rest of our squad came down, because managers play him because they're aware of what he gives. Harry Wilson is someone that's liked by Marco Silva. I remember him coming off the bench last season, scoring a late goal for Fulham, and him saying in a post-match, I wish I could give Harry more minutes. He's great around the place, but, we still love him, blah, 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 bam. So, yeah. Same Owen. I think he would as well. But it's coming from thingy. So many Villa accounts now on Buendia links. Yeah, I think it's been reported by 2 journalists now. John Percy from The Telegraph and also Paul Joyce. What's this? Rob Dorset, Nottingham Forest close to deal for Strasbourg winger, long-term target, much admired at City Ground. Fee being discussed is worth over 40 million. So we were never getting there, were we? We ain't got the facilities for that. Yeah, so Bakwa's off. Yeah, Paul Joyce from The Times and John Percy from The Telegraph saying that Leeds United like Buendia. So one to watch. I'd prefer Harry Wilson. Please, can someone find out where Tiff got that information from? 1 hour ago, Villa on the verge of agreement to sign Sancho from Man United, which probably frees up Buendia as well. Harry Wilson had straight going to FPL as well. First take. Right, Harry Wilson feck off his shit. It's so wrong. Yeah, I think it's just come from Tiff, hasn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think it's got all in it, if I'm honest. Bakwa update, Leeds transfer latest as Forest could derail White's transfer plan. I don't think there ever was a transfer plan for Bakwa, if we're being totally honest. Bayer Leverkusen confirmed Ten Hag has been sacked. How can you get sacked 2 games into a new season? How? That guy must be an absolute fuckwit. He must be mental. He must be mad. Must be mad. Wilson came from Mwako. A couple of people mentioned it, and Tifo ran with it as ITK standard. Blame lies with Marathe for appointing Underwood. He's a name they've been talking. Well, they've been talking about everyone. Damar, though, you go from your part of the Tiffmeister crew. Can I ask you a quick question, Damar? Where were you yesterday and after Newcastle? You also need to change your display picture. Where were you after we got a point against Newcastle? I didn't see you at all yesterday, or on that evening. Interesting. That Longstaff excitement of transfers wasn't he man of the match? No, do you see what I'm saying though? Like it is what like when you see the response to Wilson, shit, he's not. But he would fall into that category, Danny. You get what I mean, don't you? I didn't watch the Villa game, obviously. I decided to have a little rest. But yeah, they won. They got beat 3-0, didn't they? What about? Oh yeah, Buendia. Yeah, they got beat 3-0. Harry Wilson is a good pickup, proven 5 goals a season in the Prem. I know it stings, but you've got to congratulate Sunderland for the work they've done. Oh, Paulie! No, they have, mate. They've smashed it out of the park. They've done brilliantly. I'm saying this through gritted teeth. Yeah, they have, man. You're right. They have. It's been rough. It's been rough, but we move. Looking like Buendia is on. What's happened? He's gone to Germany. For like 25 million and a loan. So we could have done that. We're already wanting extensions. My one's like, get the deal sheets in next week. Oh. Yeah, 100%. Be hilarious if Buendia doesn't come either. Imagine he don't get on the flight from Birmingham. I mean, it's a last resort, isn't it? It's a last resort. Yeah, true. Harry Wilson to dethrone Dan James. Defo. They've sold all their players. Apparently, he won't happy. What's that? Sorry, bro. We badumch. bad, innit? We lost Junior and Pat. We got in DCL, and if we get Buendia, we'll fill the void. And no, I'm not talking about playing positions. What do you mean? In fairness to Haag, Leverkusen was selling all the players. Oh, right, okay, right, fair enough. I mean, they spent 40, 30 odd million on Jarrell fucking Kwanzaa, man. Mental. Yeah, I've been patient all window, but now I'm pissed off. You have every reason to be. It's the last day. No, 7 o'clock, mate. But people say, oh, it's still ages yet. It's officially 7 hours soon. 7 hours, man. 7 hours. It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good. Yeah, either Buendia or Wilson do that. Oh, is that true? Yeah. There you go. That'll be him then, won't it? Yeah, get the jet washers out. Like that. There's a flight booked. We move. Jet washers assemble. Well, I'm about to do a manifesto. Big up. Are you on here all day? Nah, man. I thought that's what you meant. Buendia, an upgrade on Aronson. He's an upgrade on James as well. He's an upgrade on James, as is Wilson, both. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about like how underwhelming it would be. I'd take it, of course, but yeah. Probably soon, Brett, as you can see from yawns. Yeah. Staggered at the negative. I don't think it's more a frustration, mate. Like it's been said, Kevin, of like we've done all that work to land on Buendia. It's like when the Solomon stuff as well. It just isn't. It's not like you've done a lot of work, is it? To then fall on that. You can't get past the fact as well. 23, 24, he did do his cruciate ligament. He falls into the bracket of signing injury FC. All A&E are we, which will never not be funny from Scoobs. All A&E are we. He had 328 days out in injury. Admittedly, it was a year ago, but he's not really got back to the heights since then. Struggled to get back in at Villa, then went to Leverkusen and started 3 games in Leverkusen. Did get 2 goals in that time, 257 minutes. Came back to Villa, 12 sub appearances, and then made 2 sub appearances this season, and then could be on his way to Leeds maybe. But yeah, his numbers have dropped from after that cruciate ligament. So yeah, but we can't bring players in. We can sell players, but we can't bring players in, mate. Our shuts. No. Cheers, Daryl. Try my best, mate. If we don't laugh, we'll cry. Judge Mojo, yeah, I've got that at 2 o'clock. That's what I'm saying, but they shot for the stars and have failed. So I don't see Leeds paying enough to sign Buendia. We could get it done for 15 million. Yeah, I think they'll do like a loan, probably with a view, won't they? I don't know how long Buendia's got left on his deal. It Probably won't be long now. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Oh, we'll have a look. Let's have a look. We will have a look, yeah. He probably won't have long left, I wouldn't imagine. 2027, 2 years. So yeah, he's got 2 years left on a deal. 75k a week. Yeah. 100%. Joe, why do you have so little pull this season compared to others? It feels like nobody respects the club. I don't know. I mean, my only, I said this earlier, and I've said this a few times off air. Adam Underwood, if we're competing with a player, let's say Bakwa, right? Bakwa's dealing with Nottingham Forest, Edu, Marinakis. Edu's played at Arsenal, worked at Arsenal. It's a big deal. Do you know what I mean? And we've got, hey up, mate, it's me, Adam Underwood. Does that want some fish and chips? I'll sort the out. And by the way, watch this video of us celebrating. Want to sign? You know what I mean? It lacks a little bit of aura. Hey up, lad. Dillian Bakwa. Does that want some fish and chips, son? Come and have a look. The resume is not quite there. And that shouldn't be a criticism, but that's an explanation potentially of why we might be missing out. I don't know. You know what I mean? Where they've got Edu. Maybe. I don't know. Because if we're being honest, we've lost out players to Sunderland as well, and we finished 24 points above Sunderland. And yeah, they've got a manager that's well aware of the French market. They've got a guy behind the scenes who's well aware of that market. So that also plays a part as well. So who do you think is coming in from Brussels? I weren't aware as anyone. I don't know if it's that. Maybe it is that as well then. Maybe it is that as well. More on Bakwa. Sky Sports now echoing reports surrounding Forest and Bakwa. Confidence growing deal can be done. Forest are in advanced talks with Bakwa. Hello, late. Joe Buswatch, Bushfix coach, leaving Sheffield for 12. Rumoured him as politic. According to Smith, Hammond recommended Underwood. Well, look at Everton. Look at the business Everton are doing. No, I know that. You know? Darren says, Farage runs the country down, Joe runs Leeds to Underwood. What are you going on about, by the way? The other reason some of the players are attracted to Sunderland is because Libri main strength is developing. Maybe Brett, maybe he will play a part in that. Yeah, 100%. Maybe we should have attacked the German market more. Hamer won't come. Farker doesn't. Listen, we don't need Hamer, man. He's not what we need. We need a right winger and we need a 10. Someone ideally who can do both, because I think we only get one player in the door. Well, everyone else is getting by, John. Everyone else is getting by. Someone needs to explain. They won't, but I would like some sort of explanation. Look, if it gets to 7, this actually might be a bloody gun, a gay gun. What I will say is, if they do not get the manager, the attacking, they've dropped the ball, man. They've messed up. How can they? The manager's basically said, We won't wave the white flag, but if you don't get me the attacking players we need, it's going to be tough. Well, we're not getting you them. It's mental. We've built the foundations of a house, right? And they're strong. They're good. But we're not put a roof on it. We're not put a roof on it. We've built great foundations, but we've just neglected the roof. So you know what? It holds up against wind attacks, yeah? Holds up against wind and attacks. When it's sunny, cool as. When you're playing a lesser team, it's cool, man. Get the shades out, we're flying. But when them attacks come raining down from up on high, from amazing footballers, we got no roof, so we get piss wet through. We get piss wet through. And ultimately, the house becomes null and void. And that's where we're at. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Paul. On the on the wage, and they hadn't played. You know, they hadn't paid a lot for their players, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's a good analogy, that, isn't it? We've got a great foundation, a really good foundation. The defense, the attack, holds up against wind. Brilliant in the summer when things are going nice. But when them attacks come raining down, we get wet. And they are, look, we're going to, in 12 minutes, it's going to be 7 hours. 7 hours. Where's the fucking players, man? And I say players plural, but the facts are, we know we're not getting plural. We're getting one. We're getting one. Keep it clean in the chat, folks. Be nice to one another if you can. It's transfer deadline day. It's bad enough as it is. No, man. This is copium, mate. It's copium. It is copium. Oh, yeah, well, at least we kept our principles. We went down, but at least we kept our principles. It's copium. Bro, I don't know who's at fault. That's why I wish we'd know. Is it Parag refusing to sign the checks? Is the manager refusing every single player? Is Underwood unable to get players over the line? We don't really know, do we? We don't really know. We never will. I remember, listen, I used to stick up for Bielsa, and I used to get flack for it at the time. He don't take players, man. It's his fault. And then we find out later on, you know, and people in this space have had to hold their hands up. Those who wanted him sacked, by the way, have had to say, my bad, I got it wrong. Fair play for that. Because the players that he got offered were abysmal. And he knew they wouldn't improve us. I never believe everything the clubs say anyway. Company line, it's bullshit. Like I said to you earlier, he's happy to get in front of the cameras and give it the big one. Well, now the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. We have no striker for 6 seasons now. I don't know where you've got that one from, when we had the Championship's top scorer. So I don't know where that's come from. Listen, I'd swap Pirro for Sargent right now. I think we'll pull some strings today, keep the faith. Who's our Jarrah Bowen? Maybe we don't have any, bro. We don't. Maybe Noah Okafor's it. But we're lacking, man. We're lacking. How when the club said that's something they wouldn't do, so how is it copium? Play right. But the point, they will have exits, bro. Of course they will have exits. You are getting confused. You are getting confused with the loan exit clauses. Parag's already said it. Of course they'll have exit clauses, bro. But it'll be for more than what we paid for them. Amari Hutchinson at Ipswich. Bought for X amount, sold for X amount. So there is exit clauses. They will put exit clauses in. We just won't do them stupid loan exit clauses. And it's copium because they're saying, well, that's why they didn't turn us because our principals tell us we will do exit clauses. Yeah, well, they're not doing a good job of it at the minute. I don't even think the stadium gets started. Aye. Just an FYI, it's absolute panic stations at Eldon Road at the moment, genuinely. Is Eldon Road on Monopoly? Just out of interest. But what do you mean? Are you outside Eldon Road? What do you mean it's panic stations? Or are you just hearing off someone that it's panic stations inside? Or do you mean you're outside? I think our rivals are West Ham, Wolves, Burnley, Sunderland, Everton, Brentford. Now other than Sunderland, who's done great business. But what you're not taking into consideration there is squad already. So Wolves have bought Aro Kader and it looks like they're keeping Strand Larson now. They bought a new centre back. Their squads are already ahead of ours, Michael. Burnley have finished good. Florian Louise is a great sign for them. I still think they struggle up top. They will struggle to score goals, although they've scored more open play goals than we have. Sunderland have blown us out of the water, if I'm honest. Everton, are you mad? Like, to be honest, out of all them, I think Everton done the best business in bringing in Dewsbury Hall and Jack Grealish. Added to that with Illiman and Jai. Beto scored in the weekend. You got Thierry Barry behind that. They're on about bringing in a midfielder from Freiburg. They've brought in Tyler Diblin. Spent 40 million there. Yeah. Brentford, again, I don't know. Yeah, Brentford maybe not so because they're losing Visser as well today. But it wouldn't surprise me if they reinvest that 55 million straight out of the gate. But yeah. And you've got to understand that their squads are already streets ahead of ours, mate. We miss Nick Hammond big time negligence to employ someone with no experience. I don't know. Okay, no worries. My biggest worry is they'll do a Sunderland when they massively over. Will Griggs on fire? Your defense is terrified. Yeah, Everton. Yeah. West Ham haven't played anywhere near as good teams as we have. Bro, they beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 yesterday. It's too early. It's too early. They beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. It's too early. And what you also have to take into consideration is in January, these teams will go again. This is a perfect opportunity for us to put some daylight between us and them while teams are in turmoil. We need to make sure we get additions. Yeah, what have we got now? 5 minutes till 12, and that leaves us a few, bro, a few. I wish. That's what I'm saying. Of course there is, man. Of course there is. Not blaming Farker, Yorkshireman. Put your glasses back on. Yeah, it's yeah, we don't know, do we? We don't know. Yeah, Kanji clearly happy at City, but turned down AC Milan. Everton are working to add a defender. There's another one for them. Man United have agreed a deal of 18 million for goalkeeper Lamons. He's on his way to Manchester United. That means Emi Martinez will stay at Villa. Unlucky. So they're getting a new keeper. Alex Matos has joined Sheffield United on loan from Chelsea, or not on a full year, 3-year deal. Here it comes up, man. This is it, right? Let's have a look at some key bits at the man's. 1 second. Let's watch a few bits of this. 1 second.
Or to prove that we belong.
Well, sort your shit out then, please, broski, because it's not looking good right now. 1 second. One second. This is another key bit we want to listen to. See what gets said.
You feel there is still work to do behind the scenes, Parag, going into this Premier League season? You were quoted as saying a couple of weeks ago, we're going to build the best squad possible.
Exactly. Loves a quote. Loves a quote. You know, still work to be done behind the scenes. You were quoted a few weeks ago saying we're going to build the best squad possible. How can the best squad possible spend 15 million on 3 players and have the manager saying if we don't get attackers, we're going to, you know, we're not going to wait for white flag, but it's going to be tough. So you said we're going to do this. So where are we at then?
With every penny we are allowed to spend, I think it's what?
Every penny we're allowed to
75 million so far. So could you say to the Leeds fans, there are more to come?
Absolutely. Listen, history shows.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shows that there's always a lot of activity in the last few weeks of the window, certainly in the last few days of the window.
Where's ours then? Where's ours? History tells us. Last few days of the window, where's it at? We've now got 7 hours, man. Where you at, Parag?
And we'll exercise every day that we can.
Exercise every day. Push-ups, sit-ups. Where you at?
We're still going to make the best decisions for us. And success.
What's the best decisions for us? Not spending?
Success is not final. It's a journey. There's going to be bumps on the road. Honestly, it's the courage to continue that matters. And so that's what we're going to keep going and keep doing everything that we can to prove that this club belongs. Honestly, my...
Fuck off. Oh. Cap. Mad Max cap. But we've been here before with the lines, man. We've been here before with the lines. Love the line. Loves an interview. Don't know. Laura. Listen, they've not let us down, though. I feel bad, but it's like, come on, man. Please. Is that done? Well, maybe that'll help us bring a player in, to be honest, mate. It will. It'll help us bring a player in because it's money. It's money, innit? There's money. Exclusive Brentford agreed deal to sign Reece Nelson from Arsenal. Nelson has chosen Brentford on loan, turning down interest from other Premier League clubs as well as European sides. He's now on his way for his medical. Reece Nelson. That's another deal done that isn't for Leeds. Sammy Martinez may be going Turkey now. Manchester United will not be pursuing their interest in Emi Martinez. He'll be wounded him, you know. You thought he was getting that move a long time. New goalkeeper for Manchester United, though. Joy's a fraud. He hasn't won shit in the NFL and got lucky with a young, amazing coach who's carried him. We lost the rich Niners when we went down. There we go. Oh, don't, mate, don't. It's going to be brutes, innit? It's going to be brutes. They might as well have been putting offers on for Rodrigo or Isak. They wouldn't come here either, but at least Marathe could pretend he tried. Isaac Johnson, Buendia. Yeah, but what I will say for my man is he also said we wasn't signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think his sources at the club feed him a few lines, if I'm honest. But hey, that's just me. Where's he said that, by the way? Is that in his piece? My man just speaks to the club and they go, yeah, nah. You know? Buendia is worth a sign off, just injury prone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've not seen that though, by the way. I've not seen that. I've seen that Lee Crisp, yeah. I've not seen the his live tracker. Is that on the Leeds live thing? I'll have a look now. One sec. Sorry, I'm yawning my head off. Yeah, an injury prone will be massive upgrade. I mean, he's on the back of a he's on the back of a ACL. Let's have a look at his live piece then. Buendia, unlikely. From what I gather, a move for Buendia seems unlikely as it stands. Obviously, as with anything today, deadline day, things can change quickly. But club sources have outlined that pursuit of Aston Villa playmaker is currently not that high. I wouldn't, but yeah, that means no, really. So, yeah, Leeds remain interested in signing. According to the Times, Buendia spent last season on loan at Leverkusen. Times have reported that Buendia may have to move from Villa so they could sign Harvey Elliott. And then obviously Isaac Johnson rings his contacts and they go, yeah, but I wouldn't believe that. I'd just wait. We're not getting. I don't see the point. Honestly, like if we did get him out, I don't see point in it. So I don't think he plays. Comes off the bench, he'd be great as an option, as a third signing, but he's not what we need. We need a right wing and we need a 10. Yeah, I don't know what to suggest at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Mad, innit? Mad, man. Mad. It's mad. But listen, I've got a show at 2:00 with Footy Judge Moore. And as you can tell, I'm very tired right now. So I'm going to stick a nap in. And hopefully, when I wake back up, you know, we'll be closer. But listen, there's less than 7 hours. But this is the thing with that. I don't even want to get it anymore. I don't even want to get it. I don't want it. Giving me club. Fuck off. I get it, but I just don't understand it. He's not what we need right now. He'd just be adding to an already stacked midfield. It still doesn't fix the problems for me. It doesn't fix the problems for me. Shake and bake, Ricky Barbie. I love that film, by the way. Shake and bake. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go lie down for a bit. Not even lying. I'm on Footy Judge Mode too. Joe, do you realistically think we can... Well, I'm in Inshallah territory, bro. I'm praying. God willing. Let's hope. Because we need something. We need something. But it's not looking good right now, is it? I can't wait to hear the reasons why. Farker must be spitting feathers. He's literally said after we got a point at home, he couldn't have been more clearer. If we don't sign players, we won't wave the white flag, but it's going to be tough. How can you watch that, the 3 games we've played where we've created nothing, and say, you know what, we're going to be all right? If it means you have to spend more, because it'll cost you more if we go down. We could still stay up. We still could. Difficult to beat, but will we score enough goals? That is the problem. Will we score enough goals? West Ham have been shocking, right? Everyone's going, West Ham, West Ham. They scored 3 against Forest yesterday. Sunderland are getting results. Admittedly, they played worse teams than us. Wolves will get results. We could finish the transfer window, not bring anyone in, right? Go to Fulham, get beat because it's London. Go away to Wolves, get beat, and then be like, oh shit. And then our first game in October is Spurs. The facts are as well, right? We needed a 9, right? We actually could do with an extra 9, right? We could do with a winger, we could do with a 10, and then you could add a Hamer as well, if we're being totally honest. But we're not even being greedy, man. We're not even being greedy. We're not out there, if I look, and admittedly, they're bigger clubs and have bigger social media followings, but some of the responses to tweets on other clubs, it's like, fucking hell, we're a joke. We need this, we need that, we need this. We're not even asking for that. We're like Oliver Twist, like, please, sir, can I have some more? You know what I mean? We just want one. Just give us one. You know what I mean? Just give us a right winger who can play in the 10. I mean, we could say we want a right winger and a 10. A right winger, a 10 and a 9. Oh, yeah, and chuck in Hamer as well, so we can have some creation from midfield as well. But we're not doing that. We're not asking for the world. We'd never ask for the world. We've been through enough shit to know, you know what? They haven't let us down the last 2 summers. But now, if it ends like this, they've let us down. And if we go down, it is at their door. It is at their door. Because you can sack the manager, right? You can sack the manager. But the next manager that comes in, how are you expecting him to create and score goals? We just don't have it. It is alarming that with 6 hours and 50 minutes left. Bro, when do I not, though? This is the thing. Of course I will. Of course I will. What are you going on about? I don't know. This isn't about them or them. I've kept my powder dry the majority of this window. I've said that. Of course, if they pull it off, well, yeah. I'm not like you who will just never give the manager any credit. I actually don't mind the 49ers. They're the best thing for the club. They're great behind the scenes, all that sort of stuff. But now it's time, push come to shove. What wild... It's copium, bro. It's copium. In what world? Who? Where are you going with that? Like, I guarantee you they're not. Who have they overpaid for? Who have they overpaid for? Siddiqui? Maybe? Who else? Who have they overpaid for? Facts. Who have they overpaid for? Give me some names that they've overpaid for. And give me the clauses that you think they've put in. It's copium, that is, to say, well, at least we did it this way. What? Just waved the white flag and said, fuck it, we're not going to sign anyone. The finessed us as well. The finessed us, and I'll tell you why they finessed us, right? The finessed us because they got us excited with Paixão. They got us excited with Rodrigo Muniz. Boom. What, they overpaid for Adingra? How much did they pay for Adingra? I don't think they have, but how much was it? Yeah, everyone will have them in as well. We'll have them in. People are getting people. Yeah, again, that's copium. You don't know any of that. You don't know any of that. Will Underwood go on the square ball? Nah, I don't think so, mate. He's not that guy anyway. It's the chief exec. He's the sporting director. It's different, isn't it? It's different. But listen, we live in hope. We live in hope. We're rambling now, or I'm rambling. Sorry. Just we'll wait and see. Harry Wilson, if that was true, I'd be all over it. What else was there? Yeah, exactly. That'd help. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. The muffin, is it? The muffin. I know. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. I'm brutal for it. Looks like our shop window was 20 million for a player. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and who's playing? Who's got Premier League minutes? Who's got history in the Premier League? Who hasn't had injury ravaged seasons? If I'm honest. Yeah. I'm not sure about that Sunderland hype yet. No, their business is quality though. You know? Maybe, but I need a rest. I need to chill the fuck out. Anyway, we move. Okay, listen, smash a like on the video. I'll see you in a bit. If I don't see you before 2, because I'm on with Footy Judge More, I'll see you over there. I'm gonna chill out for a bit. I need a tom tit, and then yeah, go from there. No worries, mate. I can't wait for my day of rests. I just go missing. I even go missing. But yeah. Big up. The math ain't mathing. It's Luco maths. Peace out, folks. Have a good one, yeah? Before you do go, though, I need to share this with you. Just 1 second. It's quite funny, actually. 1 second. It'll hopefully cheer you up. Just give us a sec. I will do, Scoobs. I'm trying to stay positive, my brother. Here we go.
What's going on? Where's the signings? What's going on? Where's the signings? What's going on? Where's the signings? What's going on? Where's the signings?